Hello everyone, I'm so honored to be speaking to you today because I have a message that I truly believe can change your life forever. It's a message for anyone who's ever felt stuck, anyone who's ever felt broken, anyone who's ever felt like giving up. Today I'm here to tell you, push through the pain, because on the other side of that pain is the life you've always dreamed of. I'm here to tell you that you have the power to transform your life starting right now if you're willing to push through the pain that's holding you back. Let quotes start by getting you real for a moment. Life is tough. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, like every step you take is a battle against an invisible force. Maybe you're fighting that battle right now. Maybe you've lost a job, a loved one. You're not alone. You're not the only one who's felt this way. Pain is something we all experience. It's universal. It doesn't care who you are, where you're from, or what you've been through. It comes for all of us. But here's the difference between those who stay stuck in their pain and those who transform their lives. The ones who transform their lives are the ones who push through. They don't let the pain stop them. They don't let it define them. They don't let it break them. Instead, they use it as a catalyst to grow, to change, to become the best version of themselves. And today I'm going to show you how to do the same. Today I'm going to show you how to push through the pain and transform your life, starting this very moment. Let's talk about what pain really is. Pain isn't just physical. It's not just a broken bone or a scraped knee. Pain is emotional. It's the ache in your heart when you feel like you're not good enough. Pain is mental. It's the exhaustion in your mind when you've been trying so hard but still haven't seen the results you want. Pain is spiritual. It's the heaviness in your soul when you feel like you've lost your way, when you feel disconnected from your purpose. But here's the truth about pain. It's not your enemy. Pain is a signal. Pain is a teacher. Pain is a sign that you're growing, that you're pushing your limits, that you're on the verge of something extraordinary. Think about it this way. When you go to the gym and lift weights, what happened? Your muscles hurt, they ache, they burn, but that pain isn't a sign that something's wrong. It's a sign that something's right. It's a sign that your muscles are growing stronger, that they're adapting, that they're becoming capable of more. The same is true for your life. The pain you're feeling right now, the struggles, the challenges, the setbacks, it's a sign that you're growing. It's a sign that you're breaking through the old version of yourself, the version that's held you back, the version that's kept you small. It's a sign that you're becoming the person you were always meant to be. So I want you to stop running from your pain. Stop numbing it with distractions. Stop ignoring it and pretending it doesn't exist. Face it, feel it, let it teach you. Because when you push through the pain, you discover something incredible, your own strength. You discover that you're capable of so much more than you ever thought possible. You discover that you have the power to transform your life. And that power is inside you right now. It's always been there waiting for you to tap into it. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone who's achieved great things and thought, how did they do it? How did they overcome all the obstacles in their way? I'll tell you how. They pushed through the pain. They didn't let it stop them. They didn't let it hold them back. They used it as fuel to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep rising. Let me share a story with you about someone who did just that. Her name is Malala Yousafzai. Malala grew up in Pakistan, in a region where girls were banned from going to school. But Malala loved learning, and she refused to accept that she couldn't have an education. She started speaking out, advocating for girls' rights, even though it was dangerous. And one day, when she was just 15 years old, she was shot in the head by the Taliban for daring to speak up. Can you imagine the pain she went through? Not just the physical pain of surviving a gunshot, but the emotional pain of being targeted, the mental pain of knowing she might never be safe again. But Malala didn't let that pain stop her. She pushed through. She survived, she recovered, and she kept fighting for what she believed in. Today, Malala is a global symbol of resilience. She's the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize winner, and she's inspired millions of girls around the world to fight for their right to an education. What made Malala unstoppable? It wasn't that she didn't feel pain. She felt it deeply, but she pushed through it. She refused to let it define her. She used it as a source of strength, a source of purpose, a source of power. And you can do the same. You have that same resilience inside you. You have the power to push through your pain and create a life that inspires others. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but my pain is different. My struggles are too big. I don't know if I can push through. Let me tell you something. Your pain is real and it's valid. I'm not here to minimize what you're going through, but I am here to remind you that you are stronger than you think. I want you to think about a time in your life when you thought you couldn't go on, but maybe it was a heartbreak that left you shattered, but you still found a way to open your heart again. Maybe it was a failure that made you question your worth, but you still found the courage to try again. Maybe it was a loss that left you feeling empty, but you still found a way to keep going day after day. That's resilience. That's the power inside you. That's the proof that you can push through the pain, no matter how hard it gets. Let me share another story with you, this time about a man named Arunima Sinha. Arunima was a national level volleyball player in India, but one day her life changed forever. She was traveling on a train when she was attacked by robbers. They threw her off the moving train, and as she fell, another train ran over her leg. She lost her leg, and with it, her dream of being an athlete, or so she thought. Arunima spent months in the hospital, enduring unimaginable physical pain, emotional trauma, and the harsh judgment of people who told her she'd never amount to anything. But Arunima refused to give up. She decided she was going to push through the pain and do something extraordinary. She set a goal: to climb Mount Everest. People laughed at her. They called her crazy. They said it was impossible for someone with a prosthetic leg to climb the highest mountain in the world. But Arunima didn't listen. She trained for 2 years, pushing through the pain of her injury, the pain of her doubts, the pain of every setback. And in 2013, she did it. She became the first female amputee to climb Mount Everest. Since then, she's climbed the highest peaks on every continent, proving that nothing is impossible when you push through the pain. Arunima transformed her life by refusing to let her pain stop her. And if she can do that, so can you. So how do you push through the pain? One of the most powerful ways is to reframe it. Instead of seeing your pain as a burden, see it as a blessing. Instead of seeing it as something that's holding you back, see it as something that's pushing you forward. Let me give you an example. Let's say you've been trying to lose weight, but it's been a struggle. You've been working out, eating healthy, but the scale isn't moving as fast as you'd like. It's painful. It feels like you're failing, like you're not good enough. But what if you reframe that pain? What if you saw every drop of sweat as a sign of your commitment? What if you saw every craving you resisted as a victory? What if you saw every day you showed up as proof of your strength? Suddenly that pain doesn't feel so heavy anymore. Suddenly, it becomes a source of pride, a source of growth, a source of power. I want you to try this right now. Think about the biggest pain you're facing in your life. Maybe it's a struggle with your career. You've been trying to get a promotion, but it's not happening. Maybe it's a struggle with your relationships. You've been trying to rebuild trust with someone you love, but it's hard. Maybe it's a struggle with your health. You've been fighting an illness, and it's taking everything you have. Whatever it is, ask yourself, what is this pain teaching me? How is this pain making me stronger? How is this pain preparing me for the life I want? Take a moment to really think about it. Maybe write down your answers, reflect on them, because when you reframe your pain, you take away its power to control you. You turn into a tool to transform your life. Let me tell you about someone who reframed their pain in a way that changed the world. His name was Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi grew up in a time when India was under British rule, and the Indian people were oppressed, discriminated against, and treated as second-class citizens in their own country. Gandhi felt the pain of that injustice deeply. He saw his people suffering, and it hurt him to his core. But instead of letting that pain turn into anger or despair, he reframed it. He saw it as a call to action, a reason to fight for freedom, a purpose to dedicate his life to. Gandhi led India to independence through nonviolent resistance, inspiring millions to stand up for their rights without raising a fist. He pushed through the pain of oppression, the pain of imprisonment, the pain of criticism, and transformed not just his life, but the lives of an entire nation. You have that same power inside you. You can reframe your pain. You can turn it into a purpose. Maybe the pain of your struggles is teaching you empathy. so you can help others who are going through the same thing. Maybe it's teaching you patience so you can handle whatever life throws at you. Maybe it's teaching you courage so you can take risks you never thought you could. Whatever it is, let your pain guide you. Let it show you the way. Let it be the fuel that drives you to transform your life. Now, let's talk about taking action. Pushing through the pain is just about enduring it. It's about moving forward in spite of it. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the hard things even when they hurt. Because transformation doesn't happen when you sit still. Transformation happens when you take action, when you keep moving, when you refuse to let the pain stop you. I know it's not easy. When you're in pain, the last thing you want to do is take action. You want to hide. You want to give up. You want to wait until things get better. But here's the truth. Things don't get better until you take action. The life you want, the happiness, the success, the freedom, it's waiting for you on the other side of action. And the longer you wait, the longer you stay stuck in your pain. Let me tell you about a man named Nick Bijusik. Nick was born without arms or legs. Can you imagine the pain he felt growing up? The bullying he endured, the loneliness he felt, the constant struggle of feeling different. Nick battled depression and even thought about ending his life. But one day, he made a decision. He wasn't going to let his pain define him. He was going to take action. He started speaking of his experiences, sharing his story with the world. He started inspiring others to push through their own pain, to find hope, to keep going. Today, Nick is a world-renowned motivational speaker, author, and inspiration to millions. He pushed through his pain by taking action, and in doing so, he transformed his life. You can do the same. You could do the same. Maybe your action today is something small, like getting out of bed and going for a walk, even though you feel like staying under the covers. Maybe it's something bigger, like applying for that job you've been dreaming of, starting that business you've been thinking about, or having that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, take that first step, push through the pain, because every step you take brings you closer to the life you want. Every step you take is proof that you're stronger than your pain. Let me share another example. There was a young man named Dhirubhai Ambani who grew up in a small village in India with very little money. His family struggled to make ends meet, and Dhirubhai had to work odd jobs just to survive. He felt the pain of poverty, the pain of not having enough, the pain of watching his family struggle. But he didn't let pain stop him. He took action. He moved to Yemen at the age of 16 to work as a gas station attendant, saving every penny he could. He learned about business, about trade, about taking risks. And when he returned to India, he started a small textile business with almost nothing. That small business grew into Reliance Industries, one of the largest companies in India, making Dhirubhai one of the most successful entrepreneurs in history. He pushed through the pain of his circumstances by taking action, and in doing so, he transformed his life and the lives of millions of others. So what's the first action you can take today? Maybe it's writing down your goals and making a plan to achieve them. Maybe it's reaching out to someone who can help you, a mentor, a friend, a coach. Maybe it's simply deciding that you're not going to let your pain stop you anymore. Whatever it is, do it. Take that first step. Because the moment you start taking action, the pain starts to lose its power. The moment you start moving forward, you start transforming your life. Another key to pushing through the pain is finding your why. Your why is your reason for keep going. It's the thing that lights a fire inside you. It's the thing that makes all the pain worth it. For some people, their why is their family. They push through the pain because they want to give their children a better life, because they want to make their parents proud. For others, their why is their passion. They push through because they want to make a difference in the world, because they want to create something meaningful. For others, their why is themselves. They push through because they want to prove to themselves that they can do it, that they're stronger than their struggles. What quotes your why? Why do you want to transform your life? Why do you want to push the pain? Take a moment to think about it. Maybe it's your dream of starting a business that changes lives. Maybe it's your desire to be healthy and strong so you can live a long, fulfilling life. Maybe it's your goal of inspiring others, of being a light in the world. Whatever it is, hold on to it. Let it be your anchor when the pain feels overwhelming. Let it be your fuel when you feel like giving up, because when you have a strong why, you can push through any amount of pain. You can endure anything, overcome anything, achieve anything. Let me tell you about a woman who found her why and let it carry her through the pain. Her name was Oprah Winfrey. Oprah grew up in poverty, faced abuse as a child, and was told she'd never amount to anything. She felt the pain of rejection, the pain of racism, the pain of being told she wasn't good enough. But Oprah had why she wanted to use her voice to inspire, to educate, to uplift others. That why kept her going. She pushed through the pain of every no, every setback, every moment of doubt. And today, Oprah is one of the most influential women in the world. She built a media empire, touched millions of lives, and proved that when you have a strong why, nothing can stop you. So find your why. Write it down, say it out loud, remind yourself of it every single day, because your why will give you the strength to push through the pain. Your why will remind you of what's waiting for you on the other side. Your why will keep you going no matter how hard it gets. As you push through the pain, don't forget to celebrate your progress. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, and every step you take along that journey is a victory. Did you get out of bed today, even though you felt like staying under the covers? That's a win. Did you make that phone call you've been dreading? That's a win. Did you take one small step toward your dream, even though it hurt? That's a win. Celebrate those wins. Be proud of yourself, because every win is proof that you're stronger than your pain. Every win is proof that you're transforming your life. Let me share a personal story with you. A few years ago, I went through a really tough time in my life. I had just lost my job. My relationship was falling apart, and I felt like I had no direction. I was in so much pain, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I didn't know how I was going to keep going, but every day I made a choice to take one small step. Some days that step was just getting out of bed and taking a shower. Other days it was applying for a new job or writing down my goals. And every time one of those small steps, I celebrated it. I told myself, you did it, you're stronger than you think. Over time, those small steps added up. I got a new job, I rebuilt my confidence, and I found my purpose. I transformed my life, one small, painful step at a time. You can do the same. Celebrate every step you take. Celebrate every moment of courage, every moment of resilience, every moment of growth. And here's the beautiful thing. Those small wins add up. Day by day, step by step, you'll look back one day and realize how far you've come. You'll realize that the pain you once thought would break you is now the foundation of your strength. You'll realize that by pushing through the pain, you've created a life you're proud of, a life that inspires others. Let me tell you about another person who celebrated their small wins and transformed their life. His name was Thomas Edison. You've probably heard of him. He invented the light bulb. But what you might not know is that Edison failed thousands of times before he succeeded. He tried thousands of different materials to make the light bulb work, and every failure was painful, it was frustrating. It made him question himself. But Edison didn't see those failures as losses. He saw them as wins. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." He celebrated every attempt, every lesson, every step forward, and because of that, he kept going. He pushed through the pain of failure, and he changed the world. So don't be afraid to start small. Don't be afraid to celebrate the little things, because those little things are the building blocks of your transformation. They're the proof that you're moving forward. They're the proof that you're stronger than your pain. Before we close, I want to remind you of something so important. You are enough. I know that pain can make you feel like you're not. It can make you feel broken, unworthy, small. It can make you feel like you're not capable of transforming your life. But that's not the truth. The truth is, you are enough exactly as you are. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be someone else. You just need to be you. You just need to keep going. You just need to keep pushing through the pain. You have everything you need inside you to transform your life. You have the strength to face your challenges. You have the resilience to keep going no matter how hard it gets. You have the courage to take action even when you're afraid. You have the power to reframe your pain, to find your why, to celebrate your progress. All you need to do is believe in yourself. All you need to do is take that first step. All you need to do is push through the pain. Let me leave you with one final story. There was a young boy named Elon Musk who grew up in South Africa. Elon had a difficult childhood. He was bullied at school, his parents divorced, and he felt like he didn't fit in. But Elon had big dreams. He wanted to change the world, to make life better for humanity. He moved to the United States with almost nothing, and he started working on his dreams. He founded companies like Tesla and SpaceX, but the journey was full of pain. He faced failure after failure. Rockets exploded, businesses nearly went bankrupt, and people told him he was crazy. But Elon pushed through the pain. He kept going. He kept innovating. He kept believing in his vision. Today, Elon Musk is one of the most influential people in the world, leading the way in space exploration and sustainable energy. He transformed his life and the world by pushing through the pain. You have that same potential inside you. You have the potential to transform your life, to create something extraordinary, to inspire others. All you have to do is push through the pain. All you have to do is take that first step. All you have to do is keep going no matter what. So here we are at the end of this journey, but really this is just the beginning. Today is the day you decide to push through the pain. Today is the day you decide to transform your life. Today is the day you decide to become the person you were always meant to be. I want you to leave this video with a promise to yourself. From this moment on, you will push through the pain. You will face it with courage. You will reframe it with wisdom. You will take action with determination. You will find your why and let it guide you. You will celebrate your progress, no matter how small. And you will never forget that you are enough. The life you want is waiting for you. The happiness, the success, the freedom, it's all on the other side of your pain. So push through. Take that first step. Transform your life today, because you deserve it, because you're worth it, because you're unstoppable. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for choosing to transform your life. Now, go out there, push through the pain, and create the life of your dreams. I believe in you. The world believes in you. And most importantly, you need to believe in yourself. Let's do this together. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Fearless Motivation.